The letter arrived on a Tuesday. Cream-colored envelope. HOA letterhead. That little gold seal they love so much. Like they're running a small country from a subdivision in Indiana. I didn't even have to open it to know what it was. I'd been getting them for 3 years. Noise complaints, eyesore complaints. One memorable letter about my truck's shadow falling on a neighbor's flower bed at the wrong angle. This one said, "You have 30 days to vacate or demolish the structure at the rear of your property, or the HOA will pursue legal action." A 6,400 square foot diesel repair garage, fully permitted, fully legal, and sitting on land I owned that the HOA had absolutely zero jurisdiction over. They didn't know that yet, and honestly, part of me was glad they sent the letter. Because what happened next didn't just stop them, it ended them. This channel is HOA Drama Neighbor, and we are here every week with real stories about real people who refuse to roll over. The HOA Oakmont Valley Community Association was manageable at first. The usual stuff? The problem started when a woman named Brenda Higgins was elected HOA president. She had doubled the frequency of compliance inspections and began issuing violation notices for things that had never been violations before. My first notice was for the toolbox in the bed of my work truck. She called it unsightly commercial equipment visible from a public road. About 4 years ago, I started noticing that the old industrial parcel behind our neighborhood was sitting empty. The land had been tied up in an estate dispute for years, but eventually it cleared probate and the property came up for quiet sale through a local commercial broker. I bought it, not on a whim. I'd been watching it for 2 years, to a zoned light industrial under the county's land use code, specifically Lee 2, which allows for vehicle service, maintenance, and repair operations. I paid $187,000 for it. I consider it the best money I ever spent. We installed a 4-post commercial lift, a parts cleaning station, a proper ventilation system, and a compressed air grid across the ceiling. Here's what I did not do. I did not notify the HOA because I didn't have to. Brenda called our home number on a Saturday morning and told my wife, "Your husband is running an illegal junkyard behind our community." My wife thanked her for the call, told her to put anything official in writing, and hung up. 3 days later, the first violation notice arrived. $250 fine, 30 days to comply. I wrote a polite 4-sentence response. I attached a copy of the county parcel map with both properties highlighted in different colors. 2 weeks later, second violation notice, $500. Same language. No acknowledgement of my response. He sent a formal legal letter to the HOA's property management company outlining the parcel separation and the absence of any legal authority. Item number 3. Address unauthorized commercial development adjacent to Oakmont Valley Community Border. Proposed enforcement action and legal fund authorization. Brenda had a folding table up front with her 2 standards. Enforcement committee members on either side of her like deputies. A projected slideshow on the wall. I sat in the back. I had a folder. I placed a copy of the county parcel map on the table in front of her. I placed a copy of the separate deed. I placed a copy of every approved permit. I said calmly, "If this association votes to fund legal action against me, HOA, I will countersue for attorney's fees, damages, and abuse of process." That's not a threat. That's just what the statute allows. The vote on funding legal action failed 31-7. One claimed that the commercial lighting on my garage roofline constituted light pollution affecting residential enjoyment. She filed a formal complaint with the county zoning office alleging my garage was operating in violation of residential zoning rules. The inspector arrived on a Wednesday morning. I was there. I handed him the parcel map, both deeds, the zoning letter, and the permit file. His report came back. No zoning violation. Property correctly classified Lee 2. All improvements within permitted scope. Complaint dismissed. The county also flagged it as a potentially frivolous regulatory complaint. That flag triggered a review. That review found that the HOA had been issuing fines to me totaling $3,400 over 18 months for violations they had no legal authority to cite me for. The HOA's insurance carrier settled within 60 days. They refunded every fine. They paid my legal fees. Brenda Higgins resigned from the HOA presidency the week the settlement was announced. She cited personal reasons. Every morning I walk through that gate, I think about that cream-colored envelope with the gold seal, and I smile. Subscribe to HO Drama Neighbor for more.